Hi, everybody. This is Gretchen with the Global Green Burial and Ed Bixby with the Global Green Burial Alliance as well. And we're here today with Gloria Carter with the Green Hills African American Historical Cemetery in Martinsburg, West Virginia. So,
Well,
hi, Gloria.
Hi.
You want to start, Ed?
sure, Gloria. So, tell us a little bit about the project you're working on there in Martinsburg and what the significance of the property actually is.
Well, let me start from the beginning. I have lived in Martinsburg for 82 years. And until 7 years ago, I did not know that this cemetery existed. A gentleman came to an NAACP meeting looking for a caretaker. So some of the men volunteered to take on this project. When we went to the location, we found out that it was being used as a dump. We took out so much trash, tires, motors, rugs, you name it, we removed it. And now, after 7 years, 200 and some trees cut down, we have a graveyard. We have found the names of 32 people buried there. We had ground penetration done. We know that there's 225 people buried there. 20 of them are kids. We have cleaned up and put in steps, fences, benches, getting ready to put in a butterfly garden. Our main concern has been the white Green Hills Cemetery. Their caretaker has, well, every time we're there doing work, he shows up and tries to create a problem.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate.
How big is the cemetery space?
It is less than an acre.
Okay. And
So,
I saw on your Facebook that you found looked like you'd lined up some headstones that you guys found while you were working.
yes.
Let's
We've moved them up at the top of the cemetery, planted periwinkle around them. We have one of the older gentlemen, he took some of the rocks from the cemetery and made a big cross.
I saw that, yeah.
We just had steps put in with a railing leading down because it goes from the top, it goes down into like a valley.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. The road that goes through it is owned by the city of Martinsburg, and it goes up to a railroad track. And we had problems with people going in and out. So the city did put up a gate for us. So now, you know, they have to get out of the car to open the gate, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Gloria, we really love the idea that your community, took great pride in taking this on. It's really important for people to know that these places exist all over this country. And it's our duty as good citizens, to care for them and to treat them with the respect they deserve. So I do want to thank you and all the people that made that happen. I mean, it's really something to be very proud of. So thank you very much for that.
Yes, it's only about 10 of us in the group that's doing the work. We're about to get markers, the flat markers, and put over the graves with just a cross on them because, we don't know where they are buried. We know people are buried there, but we don't know which who's who and who's not.
Right, right. Well,
So
could I ask you this question, Gloria, just out of curiosity? When did the cemetery originate, and how long did they use it for? I only ask because it's so unfortunate. Was there something that happened that the families no longer used it anymore, or how did it become what it
no,
the state it was in?
it was created in 1872. It was part of Green Hills Cemetery. And this was laid out for colored burials.
Mhm.
And Green Hill owned it, but did not take care of it. We had to get a lawyer to get the deed. We had to find trustees that had signed the papers in 1872. We found a family that had one of their family members lynched, and he was buried there, thrown over the road and buried there. So we located them and got them to sign a paper and given us control of the cemetery.
Wow, so that is terrible for one thing that I just find myself as I learn more and more history how disenfranchised the Black people got down to obviously their burials.
Yes,
Like as if it wasn't as important.
no,
Yeah, that's just terrible. So you guys have the deed now for it, right?
yes.
That's
We
great.
just got that last year.
That's great. Yeah,
That
go
is
ahead, Ed.
wonderful. No, no, I was going to ask Gloria. So, I mean, you guys have done this wonderful work, and I love the idea that you've created this green space. You talk about a butterfly garden. It's so important to remember this history and remember where we came from.
Mhm.
My question to you would be, what are the future plans? Because obviously you've had ground penetrating radar done, is there any chance that you will now put it back to use, or do you guys plan on having it closed but just preserving what you have and allowing others to come and visit? What were the future plans?
Just to preserve it. It's not to be used for burials.
Mhm.
Um, we just want to have people come in, use it for education purposes.
Mhm.
We did have some students come in and learn the history of it. Um, and we are setting up a fund to keep for maintenance, making sure it's continually maintained, because we don't want it to go back to the way it was.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you want to do burials in there just because it's so small you can't? Are you not allowed to, or what's the reason on that?
Well, because it's so small, and we know we have 200 and some people
Right,
buried there, so we
Mhm.
wouldn't want to bury on top of them.
Mhm.
right. Understood. No, it's really the work that you've done, it had to take a lot of courage and a lot of know-how for you guys to navigate that, as probably as a novice group. Obviously you had people who helped you through the process, but kudos to you because, ultimately, these places matter, and those lives that were lived mattered as well. And it is an unfortunate part of our history and past that there are so many places like this, but I hope that you guys, by leading by example, are able to inspire others, and I think you are. I think it's really wonderful work that you've done, and we here at the Global Green Burial Alliance appreciate that, and we'd love to be able to help support you through our network. Maybe some of our listeners, if there's a way for us to be able to connect them with you guys so that you can further your efforts, please let us know, how that can be done.
Okay.
Yes, and just so everybody out there knows, you can find Gloria and the project on Facebook. It's a Green Hills African American Historical Cemetery, and she's got a lot of pictures up there and showing what's going on. there. Gloria, I just have one other question. Do you
Sure.
have you been able to like find any family that's related to anyone buried there?
Other than the one that was lynched, we have
Uh,
not. We have advertised in the newspaper in
Mm.
Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and we have not.
Wow.
That's
Gosh.
incredible.
Yeah.
You know, Gloria, let me ask you a question just out of curiosity. At the time that this cemetery was created, what was the major industry, let's say, or where do you think these people may have worked, or what was their daily lives like? Was it a farming community, or was it something different?
Um, it's mostly farming. Most of these people, I surmise, worked in the homes. They were slaves, so they
Mm.
were working in the homes. Um, as
Right.
maids and cleaners and whatever.
Mm.
Well, you know what? I would like to take the opportunity at this moment to say to anyone who listens to this, if anyone has any resources to possibly help people understand, or people listening might know that their families from that area, from Martinsburg, and maybe we can have some solace to know that maybe someone can get connected to the individuals who are laid to rest there, because again, these lives mattered, and we really do appreciate all that you guys have done. I mean, from the Global Green Burial Alliance, again, thank you very much, and we commend you for your efforts.
But thank you for having me.
Yeah, Gloria, I'm really glad we reached out. I think it's so important to know that these places are all around our country, like Ed said, and they're precious. And you never know where they, are hiding under bushes and trees and trash sometimes, unfortunately. But
Yep.
I think right now with the growth of green burial and, cemeteries are needed for natural burial, that finding these places and saving them and preserving the history is really important. And that's why we wanted to interview you and hear about this and inspire others to do the same thing.
Yes, we have a few more around town, around Martinsburg. Um, we haven't
Also,
taken them on yet.
also slave cemeteries or African American cemeteries.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
if you guys ever need any support or help, or just I don't know, just some advice, we got experts on our committee that can help you with questions and stuff. So feel free to always reach out to us.
I can do that, and
Yep.
we'll be doing that. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
well, it's a labor of love, Gloria. I
Yeah,
we so what I'd like to thank everyone listening. It's Ed Bixby here from the Global Green Burial Alliance with my co-host Gretchen Spletzer and Gloria. This is a very enlightening conversation. So thank you again. We really appreciate your participation.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody. This is Gretchen and Ed from the Global Green Burial Alliance. Please go to our website and sign the pledge. It's free, and become part of our network of green burial lovers. And that's it for us. We'll see you next time. Bye.